Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Movie Dumpster Dive. Ooh, dumpsters are scary. All right, well, tonight we'll go into something a little different again. And tonight we're going to be watching the 1980 film Hangar 18. Now, I'm a big sci-fi horror fan, and shockingly, I've never actually seen Hangar 18, but I was in a chat room with someone the other day, and I said the best UFO movies of all time were Fire in the Sky, and followed by the more recent Dark Skies. And this fellow in the chat said Hangar 18. So I thought, wow, I've never seen that, so I looked it up. And it's got some good people in it. I think Darren McGavin is in it. So I thought we'd check it out, give it a little look. But it turned, I gave it some more thought. And upon reflection, I think we were both wrong. Okay, I think probably the best UFO film ever made was Bad Channels from Full Moon Pictures. Yeah, you think I'm joking, but I'm not. I think that's the best UFO movie ever made. But, I thought, well, I'll try this poll thing from Streamlabs. I'll try a poll and we'll see what you think is the best movie, the best UFO alien related movie of all time. Usually I get exactly 0 views on these streams, so I think it's gonna be a route for Bad Channels, but we'll see. I mean, there's supposed to be 5 options, but I'm only seeing 3, and I'm trying to extend the window, but the window won't extend. The window won't extend, so I don't know what to do. I mean, the 5 choices were the ones I already named. We have Fire in the Sky, Dark Skies, Hangar 18, Bad Channels, and for good measure I added Close Encounters of the Third Kind. But I'm still going to vote on the poll. My vote is for Bad Channels, even though you can't see it. And now you can't, because Bad Channels is right under the other 3, so you can't see that it's winning. But Bad Channels should be winning. We'll hide the poll for now and see if anyone shows up. I think it's going to be a blowout for Bad Channels, but we'll see. You know what? The recipe, except maybe for Bad Channels might be the exception to the rule. But the recipe for a great alien/UFO movie is to leave the viewer with more questions than answers. Because if a lot of people don't understand this, right? And Fire in the Sky kind of got it. So we'll see if Hangar 18 gets it. But Fire in the Sky kind of got it. Dark Skies kind of got it. Because Dark Skies, I don't think you ever actually see the aliens. I know you see stuff, shadows and stuff. And actually in Dark Skies, they were kind of going into are these alien, maybe they are aliens, but they're also demonic entities, maybe they're spiritual creatures, maybe they're extra-dimensional creatures, who knows? But they appeared to be malevolent in Dark Skies. And then Fire in the Sky had some weird stuff in it too. A little bit of ambiguity, it's supposedly based on a true story. That's highly dubious, but Travis Walton, when they first pick him up after he gets supposedly the aliens drop him back off on Earth, he's having flashbacks of his abduction, but they seem to coincide with other things, where he's on the gurney going through the hospital. And they're kind of mixing it all together, and like is his memory of whatever he thinks happened, is it real, or is he confusing things with other things, you know, like going through the hospital, being pulled on a gurney and looking at the lights overhead. And oh yeah, when they're searching for Travis Walton, you know, they say they're searching near some sort of like an Indian reservation. It's in like, I think the town is like Snowflake, Arizona or something. And there's an Indian reservation close by. And when they're searching for Travis Walton, they think he's dead and they're searching for his body. There's just this like Native American guy from the reservation that just kind of pops up, and like, you know, they see him and he kind of walks off. He's kind of a suspicious looking character, and I kind of wonder what's being implied there, because there's all sorts of, you know, things that might be inferred from that. Is it possible? And I know there's like, you know, hallucinogens involved in some like Native American rituals. Is it possible that they're suggesting in the movie that Travis Walton was on some like wacky peyote or something, right? I maintain the best UFO alien movies never actually answer any questions, and they kind of leave you with more questions. So we'll see. We'll check out Hangar 18 and we'll see, does it follow the formula? Does it follow the rules? Let's check it out. In spite of official denials, rumors have continued to surface about what the government has been concealing from the American public at a secret Air Force Base hangar. But now, with the help of a few brave eyewitnesses who have stepped forward to share their knowledge of these events, the story can finally be told. Thank you. Robert Vaughn. There we go. Darren McGavin. That's Harry Forbes. It's Harry Forbes. I'm going to prank call people. It's Harry Forbes. No one's going to get that, are they?
It's Harry Fack.
No! Oh, there's Earth. I see it. That's where I live. This looks like it was filmed in one of the real space centers. Because I saw a movie called Capricorn 1 with O.J. Simpson before he murdered his wife. And it looked like they were using real NASA control centers.
Good evening, NASA. This is the President. I know you're busy, but Mrs. Tyler and I wanted to take a moment to wish you the best of luck
President Tyler?
From our space shuttle.
I don't think that's the real president.
Listen, Congress has been after me to hold down the budget, so I better keep this short after all.
That was sort of the plot of Capricorn 1, was NASA was trying to protect their budget, so they had to murder 3 of their astronauts.
D1 is tripped. We've got a loose module here.
Can you reset?
Their satellite motherboards and processors look like the stuff in my television from 5 years ago.
There it is again.
What is it, a meteor?
Not unless a meteor can make a U-turn.
Is it a U-turning meteor or a UFO?
How does it look to you, Colonel?
Smooth so far, Steve. I'll keep you posted.
Roger. Roger, Capcom. I'm returning to flight controls.
Roger, Capcom. Let us know when the new Mega Man comes out. Thank you. Oh my god. Oh shit, they just downed the UFO. Well, that's not gonna be good. The aliens, who are probably far more technically advanced, they're not gonna be happy that you blew up their spaceship. And they couldn't have checked the telemetry of the satellite. They were just sitting there like, I wonder what's gonna happen when this thing hits our ship. You would think beings that had mastered travel, possibly not faster than light, but able to move at velocities that allow them to actually traverse the galaxy. You would think that Oh, did they cut off Steve's head? Wow, that's cool. Don't lose your head, Steve. I mean, technically, we don't know if the aliens are capable of intergalactic travel. They could be from somewhere nearby our solar system, but that was a weird crash. It looked like it was crashing, and then it went perpendicular to its original velocity. I don't know these terms. Come on. Perpendicular to the original angle of descent. There we go.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
There's something over there.
Oh, okay. You told me to wait a minute. Now you want me to look. What do you want me to do?
What should we do?
Why don't you sit there staring at it like an idiot? It looks like Hangar 18 is on the verge of violating my rule about UFO and alien movies. Like, it's not totally clear, but it seems like they're presenting it as it's obviously a UFO and aliens instead of considering other possibilities. They haven't violated it totally yet, but we'll see how it goes.
Roger, Capcom. That's affirmative.
Roger, Capcom. Please make a new Resident Evil ASAP. Over and out. And by make a new Resident Evil, I of course mean one of the games, not the terrible movies. Over. Roger. Robert Vaughn, apparently, as a higher level official. He maybe, I guess, had like another organization take the... Because I didn't see them take the UFO. Admittedly, I was talking. I wasn't paying much attention, but I didn't see anyone take the UFO.
I ordered Air Force personnel in last night.
Good. All right, it'll take a lot to set up. You'll need a briefing procedure.
So Air Force took the UFO. I guess Robert Vaughn is Secretary of Defense or something.
You aren't suggesting that we back off this thing, are you?
No, of course not. We've got to continue the investigation, check it out thoroughly, find out everything we can. We must proceed.
We must lie, of course. This is, I think, what he's trying to say.
The best president this country has had in a long, long time.
I don't even remember Duncan Tyler, so I don't think that's true. He might not be a real president.
Their living quarters right there in the hangar.
So they're going to shut in everyone and cut off all communications. Then they'll have to wipe their brains. Or kill them all.
Steve, this is Flo.
Who?
Flo Mountain in Public Information.
Oh, yeah.
Flo Mountain of Public Information? That's a weird name.
But they're saying that you guys are responsible for wrecking a satellite and killing a man.
The Air Force lied.
Where's the blip of that thing we saw?
Oh, they erased it. They rewrote the thing. There's Hangar 18. It's the hangar from the title. It's got a big 18 on it. It's hard to miss.
Let's have a look.
Let's get a look at this thing. It looks like one of those things that goes around, you know, it sweeps up your floor. It's like a little automatic robot thing that collects all the dust on your floor.
We think it was a controlled landing.
So it wasn't damaged by the satellite.
Wonder what they're like.
I bet they're pretty cool. Unless they're the ones from Dark Skies. Then they might not be cool. I wonder what its propulsion system is. Is it a warp drive? Does it manipulate gravity? Is it a gravity manipulator system of propulsion? What if it's a probe and there's no aliens in it, right? Puny humans, we will destroy you with our magnets. Wow, this planet really sucks. Let's get out of here. That's what I would say. Wow, the aliens have tinfoil. That's pretty cool, actually. I have some of that stuff. It's pretty amazing. So the aliens have tinfoil and colored LED lights. Where's all the aliens at, man? Got some questions for them. Oh my god. Well, that's kind of weird. That's cool though. The aliens are humanoid and creepy looking, so I'll take it.
Oh, yeah. You can laugh all you want, but I know what I seen. Sure, Sam, sure.
No one believes them. Bogus, man. Okay, how'd the Air Force cover up the crashed UFO so quickly? What equipment did they use? I want to know these things.
Bancroft and Price are on their way to Bannon County.
Well, that's not good.
Why don't you just tell your NASA astronauts, hey guys, we're trying to keep this quiet, you know? Yeah, we know the thing hit the thing, but, you know, we're trying to keep it under wraps. Why don't you just tell them? All you've done is create an avenue for people to expose your secret government project, but then once they do, no one's going to believe them anyway. So, those are just alien bumper stickers. That's the alien coexist bumper sticker. Oh, they were doing coke. Now I get it. The aliens were partying. They're like, let's check out these humans launching a satellite while we're out of our minds on coke, man. Woo! And now they've caused an intergalactic incident. Oh, they got themselves a lady.
Got to find out whether those men were dead or alive when the ship landed. I gotta find that right.
Weren't they just alive like 5 seconds ago? I saw their eyes open. Is this an alien or a human abductee? Maybe if we could see her eyes, we'd know. Let's check on the poll. Yep, I think Bad Channel's still winning.
Where is she now?
In the hospital, private clinic. They're keeping her under close observation.
They took the possible alien lady to the hospital?
The campaign is going well.
Aren't there military people right outside their hangar that are gonna be like, yeah, we're not taking her to the local hospital. You know they have military doctors, right? Like military surgeons. Yeah, you don't have to go to the local hospital if you're in the military. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Now, what was the deal with their coke? Are they gonna explore the broken vial of cocaine that they found in the alien spaceship? That makes the red lights. Oh, whoa. It's a laser beam. Holy smokes. You know, light bends when it's in a gravitational well, so that laser beam, if it was powerful enough, it could have like zapped everything in its path all around the world. I'm making that up, but what are you gonna do, right?
You know, it's the desert air that does it.
Does what?
Dries out your brain juice so you can't think straight no more. Happens to everybody out here.
That's true. I don't live in Arizona, but sometimes I feel like my brain juice is low. Yeah, that guy is smart. Yeah, they did violate my rules. Okay. There's still another possibility, but I think for the most part they violated my rules. These are very clearly meant, I think, to be aliens. You could make some speculations. They've shown us the aliens. They've shown us the UFO. So I don't think they've kept us in the dark enough. So yeah, Hangar 18 is out of the running. I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but it's out of the running for best UFO/alien film.
Ready to re-elect President Nakatani.
Oh, they get human transmissions. And I don't mean diseases like STDs. I mean like TV and radio, I guess. So that must be the symbol for Earth
What
or
is it?
man.
This is a symbol for the Earth.
Yep. I think this species must be one of the lesser ones because they are just hanging around Earth doing coke.
Autographs. Well, it ain't every day a couple of live astronauts pass through this town. Ain't for me, for my wife.
Who shall I make it out to?
Dwayne.
His wife's name is Dwayne. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Better not hang out there too long or they might lose their brain juice.
Little look at this.
Looks like a rock. Cool.
And there's no reason not to give it to me, is there?
He's trying to steal his rock, man. No way. Finders keepers. Oh, snap. That was good. No rocks for you, says the federal government. It's the, what do they call those things? Nazca lines. I was gonna say ley lines, but that's a totally different thing. I learned that on Ancient Aliens.
And there are inscriptions on the walls. Here's some drawings of it.
Oh, they're doing the Ancient Aliens thing. So they're kind of adding. That was one of the possibilities I was saying that could still make this movie interesting. Because the aliens were humanoid, so maybe humans are seeded from these aliens, right? Actually, you know, they kind of look like, that shot right there looks kind of like the Prometheus. I mean, obviously much shorter, but the Prometheus aliens, which was the same concept. They were an alien race that seeded life on Earth. The other alternative I was going to go with that could still make it semi-interesting was that the aliens are like humans from the future. That was the other alternative. But if it's not those things, you usually want to keep it vague. A little bit vague and mysterious what aliens and UFOs are. But if you're making a hypothesis that they're maybe they're advanced human, maybe that other thing is still true. Maybe they're just advanced humans from the very distant past, right? And they didn't seed life on Earth, but they are from Earth. And they just evolved faster than all the rest of us retards.
Obviously a biped, thumb, 4 fingers, 5 toes, and pale blue eyes.
So it's like Meg Foster.
Look, I'm not a nuclear engineer.
What is it that you do here?
A lunar receiving station.
Hangar 18.
Wow, they figured it out after traveling all over the country to get rocks.
Then what they referred to as animals were pre-humans?
Yes, this is like the, it's not just Eric Von Daniken or whatever his name is. But there's also like the 12th planet. And that one specifically talks about like the gods using slaves and blah, blah, blah. Hit her! Get her! Aw, man. That was almost a 5-pointer. Let's drive a fuel tanker. That should be much safer than a car. I might have unhitched the fuel tank, but maybe that's just me. Now they're gonna blow your ass up.
You know, if this thing takes a bullet, not gonna have the gas shortage. Or us, pal. Jesus Christ, stop him!
Oh shit, he's gonna blow them up before they can blow them up.
We know how the aliens died.
They were asphyxiated.
Asphyxiated? How?
Autoerotic asphyxiation. Of course, they were doing coke and partying.
To be on sort of crystalline microchips. Crystal. Keep at it.
Yeah, those aliens, they sure like their crystal. If you know what I mean.
If anything happens to Steve Bancroft, I'm holding you personally responsible.
NASA, okay, so this guy is like the head of the Air Force, but as far as I know, NASA is actually a division of the Air Force, partly. So he's telling his boss, I'm going to rat you out. His boss is going to kill him.
We should have taken Price and Bancroft into our confidence like I wanted to do.
That's what I said. Why didn't you do that? You're going to have to kill everyone, so no one ever finds out.
There are airplane crashes every day. Even at military bases.
I don't think that's true. Well, what's going to happen? Now I'm concerned about these people. Sort of. Am I supposed to know what any of this means? Guyu Gandu? Don't let them Guyu Gandu away with this. You have to reveal the Gooble Gobble truth. They're going to nuke Hangar 18, aren't they? Yep. But I thought their cover story was going to be a down jet. Oh, so they're flying the plane remotely. Neato. Pretty cool for 1980. What about the lady? They dropped the lady storyline. The lady on the spaceship. Are they going to annihilate the humans? Why would they do that if they're the people who put us here? Why?
There she is.
Pretty ridiculous, huh? Look at all that tinfoil. Oh my God, is that Mylar? Wow. Oh my. Now no one will know about the alien landing sites. Oh, it's fine. Neat. Robert Vaughn will now go to jail. And the aliens will land somewhere, someday. You know, like, what does it mean, though, right? Because didn't they say the aliens had us as slaves? Are they going to free us, or are they going to make us work for them again? I don't like the look of those aliens, to be honest. I like Meg Foster, but anyone with eyes like that, you know, like, you kind of look at them, you're like, you look like a Village of the Damned child. Okay, I don't trust you. Give me a reason, Meg Foster. Give me a reason to trust you. I heard there's an alternate ending, and I guess there really isn't an alternate ending, because they said the alternate ending was just that they all died. So maybe the alternate ending is just like, it just doesn't show the shot of the spaceship, and it doesn't have the radio broadcast that everyone survived. Flo Matson. That was the name. All right. Well, that was Hangar 18. I think I can definitively say that it's not the best UFO alien movie ever made, even though it does have some interesting ideas in it, namely the ancient alien thing, and they're like, you know, kind of leaving on a cliffhanger, like the aliens are coming back someday, you know. So that was kind of interesting, and I wasn't like put off just by it's actually kind of like Capricorn 1, where the military is trying to hunt down astronauts, but I thought it was a decent, I think it was made for TV, I could be wrong about that, but I thought it was a decent movie for what it was, but not even close to one of the best alien UFO movies ever made. I would still go with Fire in the Sky, Dark Skies, or Bad Channels. Darren McGavin was good, and really the more interesting parts are not the political thriller stuff. The more interesting parts are the actual them talking about or learning about who the pilots of the spaceship were, and I thought it was very interesting. I was kind of talking over it, but they started talking about why they died. And I missed what they said the substance was, and they said the substance like cracked on the floor. Cracked. They said the vials containing the substance broke on the floor and released it, and it choked them to death. But here's the other thing, okay? This is weird. I don't know for sure if the substance in the vials was not cocaine, because I was talking over it. You know, maybe cocaine affects them slightly differently than it affects us, and like they did so much of it, and then they broke it on the floor. Like they were partying so hard, they broke their vial of coke on the floor, and they just, you know, like so much of it went into their nose, and you know they suffocated. You know, probably shouldn't have been talking over that, but it could be. Okay, so here's a weird thing. Like this, here's why I would never pick this movie as like a great UFO alien movie. It introduced a plot thread that it didn't do anything with. Like the lady that Darren McGavin finds in the spaceship, like they take her to the local hospital, and if they said anything after that, like I know Robert Baum was like, those fools, they're taking her to the local hospital, they're stupid, which actually I would kind of agree with him on that. But what was the resolution to that? You know, was she an alien, or was she an abductee? What was the is she still in the hospital? You know, is she gonna wake up and be like, hi, I talked to Bleep and Blurp, and you know they're gonna come to Hoover Dam and land one day? Yeah, I don't know. They just left that plot thread completely hanging. That's not. I mean, it didn't ruin the movie, but it's not really a sign of like high quality writing or directing. Like when you're editing the movie and you get to that part, and then you get to the end, and your editor's like, "Hey, you remember that scene that you gave me with the chick where they find the lady in the UFO, and she goes to the hospital, and we never talk about it again? Do you think maybe you want to like talk about that a little more?" And they just go, "Nope, I don't want to. I've spent too much time on this movie already. I don't feel like it." You know, I don't think that's a good sign for a movie. So that was Hangar 18. Not a terrible movie. The Ancient Aliens stuff is interesting. I think it's been done better in other movies. What I'm talking about when I mean a great alien UFO movie, like if I really wanted to delve into ancient astronaut stuff, you know, and I've looked at it, I've read several books, but I mean, I could just go watch Ancient Aliens. You know, that's all they talk about. What I'm talking about is more storytelling, like what makes a good alien UFO movie is more how you tell the story. It's like, do you really want, like, because that's the whole thing about UFOs and aliens, is nobody knows if it's real, if it's bullshit. Is it a government cover up, or you know, is it nothing? Like you want to deal with that reality. You don't want to just be like, there's these bald alien fucks who do coke and crash on Earth, and we found their ship and we found them and they're totally real. You can tell that story. There's probably a good way to tell that story. I don't think they necessarily pulled it off here in a really great UFO alien movie. You want to be vague. You don't want to like tell the audience, yes, aliens are totally real, guys, because you know that could wind up blowing up in your face. That's why I like Fire in the Sky. Fire in the Sky is a little vague. Like you don't, by the end of the movie, you don't really know if there are aliens or not. In fact, they put like when Travis Walton in the scene where he first gets abducted, it's like, yeah, you're almost 100% sure looking at the ship and what happens. Yeah, there's aliens, but then they actually drop stuff in later that makes you doubt what you saw earlier in the film. And then Dark Skies is just totally like Dark Skies is almost like it's almost like Paranormal Activity or something. They're kind of doing a horror version of the story, and they do it really well, in my opinion. But you don't want to just like throw it all at the audience and be like, oh yeah. That's what made the first few seasons of the X-Files so good, was that they didn't actually, I guess maybe in season 2 when they had a shape-shifting alien, they kind of ruined what they had set up in the first season. Shape-shifting alien aside, like, you know, especially in season 1, there was a lot of vagueness, like, are these things like, you know, top secret Air Force projects? Are they UFOs and aliens? You know, and I think if you're really going to tackle the subject, until the day when we 100% confirm or refute the existence of aliens, I think the best way to tell the story is actually as a bit of a mystery, you know, or like, you know, mess around with the lack of information, which is kind of what Dark Skies does, because Dark Skies is kind of implying that, I don't want to say, you know, like demons, but they're what a lot of people would consider like demonic spirits almost, except they're associating it with UFO and abductee type phenomena. So I think that's how you handle that story. Use that lack of information, you know, use it to your advantage, you know, because that's a thing that really, that's something, at least for me as a viewer, that's something that really sits in my mind, is all the infinite possibilities that exist in the realm of things human beings don't know or understand. So, and that's where UFOs and aliens are. Maybe it's real, maybe it's not. Who knows? So yeah, Hangar 18, not super, has some interesting subject matter in it, but I would say ultimately not super impressive. Not a bad film, but I would put it nowhere close to the big three, you know. And I put Bad Channels in the big three. So that should tell you a lot about Hangar 18. All right, well, that was Hangar 18. I don't have a lot more to say about this movie, or do I? Let me think. No.